Stop scrolling. AMD just did something that could change the entire tech stock game in 2025. While everyone's busy chasing NVIDIA and AI headlines, quietly, AMD is making a move, one that Wall Street analysts in the US are finally starting to notice. Its latest earning, massive data center growth, AI chips shipping faster than expected, and yet the stock valuation is fucking one of the biggest database on Wall Street right now. So here's the real question. Everyone US investors should be asking, is AMD the next $1 trillion opportunity or just another over hype tech story? Let's break down the truth, numbers, risks, and the future in today's 2025 deep dive. Hello and welcome to Asset Mate. Today we're zeroing in one of the most talked about tech stocks of 2025, Advanced Micro Device, ticker AMD. Why AMD? Because it sits at the crossroads of high performance computing, AI data centers, and the renewed semiconductor boom, making it a natural candidate for US investors seeking growth. First, we'll look at what AMD actually does, its business segments, market position, then we'll break down the numbers, growth, drives, risks, valuation, and finally our verdict. Is it a buy for 2025-2026? So buckle up, let's go. AMD founded in 1969 and headquartered in Santa Clara, California, is a major player in the semiconductor space. It operates primarily in segments like client PCs and notebooks, gaming graphics, data center, service, and embedded. It competes against giants like Intel Corporation and NVIDIA Corporation, but with a strong execution record in recent years, it has captured increasing market share. In the US investor context, this is just a company, cheapest company. It's a gateway into a computer, cloud infrastructures, growth, and potentially explosive upside. That's why it matters for your portfolio. Let's now zoom into the financial snapshot. In 2024, AMD generated revenue of about 25.79 billion, which was up 13.7% compared to 2023. More recently, the trailing 12 months revenue is estimated around 29.6 billion, representing 27% year-over-year growth. The company's first quarter of 2025 showed client revenue up 68% year-over-year in the PC segment. So what does it tell us? AMD is growing and growing fast, which is attractive, especially for US-based investors who often chase high growth times. But growth isn't everything. Let's check what's powering that growth. Here are the three major levers driving AMD's growth story. Number 1, PC, client, and gaming. The Ryzen and Radeon lines are performing well. Demand for high-end PCs remains. Number 2, data center and AI computer. AMD has been growing its server AI business, especially via its EPYC processor and instinct GPUs. For example, analysts forecast AMD's revenue growth of 21% per year over the next few years, Number 3, market share gains and scaling. The company has improved margin, scale cost, and captured share. For instance, its revenue growth over the past 5 years was 30.8% annually, showing it is winning this cycle. For US investors, the key takeaway, these are macro tailwinds, AI cloud, high performance computing, all of which are heavily US center markets. That means the CPM and engagement from US viewers who follows us them is likely higher. But every upside has a flip side. Let's examine the risks. We must be realistic. Here are the main risks facing AMD. Valuation risks. AMD's PE ratios are high. For example, some commentary says that approximately PE 90 to 100 isn't crazy given the growth, but it does reflect high expectation. Competition risks. Giants like NVIDIA are strong in AI and chips. AMD must keep innovating. Geopolitical export China risks. Export restrictions, supply chain challenge could hit margins and growth. For example, AMD's Q3 2025 outlook excluded certain China shipments. Advanced micro device INC. Cyclicality and in-market risks. Semiconductor demand can be volatile. PC demand could soften. For US facing content, you may emphasis if you are investing from then US, you must watch global chip regulation, US China export policy, and more slower disruption. Let's now shift to valuation and our verdict. So is AMD is a buy for US investor in 2025-26. Let's wake up what we've seen. The strong growth is baked in, which means risk of disappointment is higher. With approximately 29.6 billion TTM revenue and growth, approximately 20 to 30% forecast, AMD offers meaningful upside. If you are growing fraud oriented US investor comfortable with higher risk and looking for exposure to AI, semiconductors, AMD is worthy of consideration. But if you demand value or low risk, you may prefer a hold until valuation becomes more attractive. My call, lean buy with a medium to long horizon, 3 to 5 years, provided you monitor the headwinds. Thanks for watching this deep dive on AMD with Passive Mean. If you found value in this breakdown, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next talk breakdown. Drop a comment. Are you bullish on AMD? Which tech stock do you want us to cover next? Let us know. We may feature in our next video. Reminder, this is not investment advice. Do your own research, consult your risk tolerance, and consult a licensed advisor. Until next time, learn, invest smart, and stay ahead.